Hello everyone, welcome to the Med Route. My name's Kyle, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about choosing your college major. And I'm going to tackle this topic from two perspectives. The first being for those of you that are trying to decide what major you want to go into and have no idea of the career path that interests you yet. And the second perspective is for those pre-med students that know ultimately what they want to get to, but aren't sure what major is going to work best for them in order to reach that goal. Collectively, all students really started to understand and delve into what they wanted to do with their career in high school. Those junior and senior years are so pivotal into understanding who you are and who you want to be. Now, with that being said, I do want to really emphasize that don't expect yourself to know what you want to do out of high school, because things are going to change. You're going to get a lot of different perspectives when you come into college, and you're going to be exposed to a lot of different material and a different lifestyle that's going to change your perspective on the world and who you are as a person. You're going to see a couple milestones in the beginning of your college career, because you're going to have to make that transition and you're going to have to mature. As this happens, take note in your mind of what is interesting to you, what classes you enjoy, and what's been difficult for you, and how that all impacts to your ultimate career path. One recommendation that I have is that when you're setting up your classes for fall term of your freshman year, make sure that you're choosing classes that will meet the qualifications for a wide range of majors. After being exposed to new concepts, new ideas, and perhaps new disciplines within certain classes that you find interesting, you'll get a better idea of what you like and maybe what you want to specialize in down the line. At that point, great, take classes in that specialized area. But if you were to do so early on and all of a sudden you decide to completely switch from what you initially thought you wanted to do, you're behind the curve and it's difficult to catch back up. Another thing you should really consider is to not base your career path just on the classes that you take. Make sure you're being proactive about your search in your career by doing your research, going to career fairs, and taking advantage of all of those resources that college has to offer in order to help you out down the line. The last thing I want to talk about is paramount when it comes to your decision making. And that is, regardless of what happened in the past, regardless of how many classes you've taken, how many years you're into your degree, always listen to yourself and be honest with yourself of how you feel about your decision making in terms of which major you chose. If you need to switch, you need to be able to tell yourself that, be honest with yourself and say, either I'm not digging this anymore, I need to switch, or perhaps alter something in order to be happy down the line. Because ultimately, your happiness is what matters most. Switching perspectives to those pre-med students that know they ultimately want to become doctors, that are trying to decide which major will work best for them, the first thing you really need to consider to narrow down your search is which classes will easily meet the qualifications that you need. With that being said, I do know some people that decide to pursue majors that aren't necessarily science-based or will actually help out in a large way towards their pre-med qualifications. It's really a personalized thing. If you know you can handle that extra workload, then go ahead and go after it. Those are 4 years of your life before you go to med school where you're working hard and you're trying to get the best grades that you possibly can. You're not going to be able to do that if you're not happy pursuing what you are. So don't feel obligated to pursue a science-based degree, but also keep in mind that if you're struggling with that, it's going to just intensify when it comes to med school. One thing that helped me determine what I wanted to do with my major in order to get my pre-med qualifications was to find an it factor that would help me out when it comes to my applications for med school. What I mean by this is there are thousands and thousands of medical school applications that come through that have great GPAs, great MCAT scores, and have done everything right. So you need to have something that sets you apart. For me, that's my major, because not every pre-med student's gonna be taking on all the workload of chemical engineering. And that's one avenue for you to try to set yourself apart from that other applicant that has similar test scores to you and is equitable in terms of your GPA. The last thing to think about when you're determining your major is how you're going to balance everything. Because as a pre-med student especially, you have to consider how you're going to get your clinical hours in, how you're going to do shadowing with physicians, and also how you're going to get volunteer work in. These are all things that you really need to get done during your undergraduate degree. So those are all factors that you need to consider. The last thing that I want to touch on is just that I believe in you. I believe that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. College is a universe full of opportunities that you just need to be willing to work hard in order to take. I truly believe that perspective is the first step in the right direction. If you believe that you can accomplish it, then nothing's going to get in your way, and regardless of the hardships that you face or the difficulties that might come your way, that perspective will overcome it all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped out those of you that are trying to decide which major is going to work best for you. If you have any other tips or strategies into determining what's going to work best for you, comment down below. Make sure to subscribe. I hope you're all working hard, and just remember, your goals are right around the corner. Welcome to the Med Route.